Hey everyone, so we're going to do another top 10 list, and Justin really doesn't know anything about this list.
I just asked her right before this video and she would not tell me.
Yeah, I was like, okay, let's start and see see what happens, yeah? So we are going to do, like I said, top 10 list of maybe Justin's 2025 anticipated.
So you picked what you think I will like.
Yes, because Justin doesn't like to browse upcoming games. I'm the one that's really interested in, learning about new upcoming games and such. So I went through and picked out what your top 10 might be if you were to do the list.
Okay.
And now, as we know, if you're familiar with our channel, we're very different gamers. So our list, so if you saw my top 25 list, his list is going to be completely different. Now, I did put, there is one game that would technically be a crossover. I put it on the list. I think it would be one that you would be interested in.
That does happen every now and then. Every now and then we do have crossovers.
Yes, and there are a couple on your list that I'm interested in, but it didn't make my top 10.
Sure.
It probably would have made like my top 20 or something. So what we're going to do is we're going to go look at each one, and I did rank them. So at the end, we're going to find out if one who is a complete X, like no way you want to play that game.
No, this is based on, first impression.
Well, yeah,
Nobody,
exactly.
never seen anything about it. So, okay, we'll see.
And possibly if the rankings were, if I did a decent job at ranking your list.
Okay.
Okay,
Game
so
on.
yeah, so he has no idea what these games are, and he's never seen these games. Well, actually, he might have seen one, maybe two. I don't know. Well, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so what I put down for your number 10 is Propolis. This is one of the games from Flat Out Games that's coming out this year. You remember that company, right?
Give me...
Cascadia, Calico,
Got it.
with Point Salad,
Got
blah,
it.
blah, blah, all those games. So this is another one. It says deploy worker bees, explore the realm, and build the most glorious hive. It's supposed to be a lighter weight game. It looks absolutely stunning. All right, but listen to the mechanics, okay? Propolis is a worker placement, engine building, area control, and tableau building game for 1 to 4 players.
Okay.
You like those things, all
Alright.
right? And it's a lighter weight game from a really good publisher. Okay. So let's see. There is some set collection. It's card driven. Let's look at a couple of the pictures because it's gorgeous. Of course, Flat Out Games always does a really good job. But I mean, the aesthetic is really pretty. But yeah, we've both been really enjoying tableau building games lately. But set collection. What are your thoughts so far? Maybe this would have made your list.
First thoughts, yeah, absolutely. That's pretty cool looking.
It does
and
look
it definitely
really cool.
had it definitely had the mechanics that I like, and it's not a super heavy game. Sometimes I feel like my weight preference on games is maybe increasing a little bit. So
It has increased over the years.
So we would have to kind of play it and see, but. First thoughts? Yeah, absolutely.
I really want it when this comes out, because this was on crowdfunding. It was like a combo crowdfunding, I think, with this and Point Galaxy. Point Galaxy was an honorable mention on my list because I'm really interested in that.
I'm curious to see if that one pops up on this list coming up.
I will say I did not put it on.
Okay.
Because I was not 100% sure. You weren't sold on Point. You did like Point Salad, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I love Point Salad.
Yeah.
And it's a space, you're not as into space stuff. And I put it on my list as an honorable mention, so I was like, okay, we're just going to leave it off your list.
Okay.
But I do think you might like that game. Anyway,
I think so too.
I was tempted by that crowdfunding page, but I'm just going to, we're just probably pick up the games when they come out. Anyway, so that's the number 10, Propolis. I think it looks really cute. Okay.
15 to 30 minutes too, so I like that.
Yeah, it's a lighter weight game.
Cool.
So I think this might be up your alley.
Done.
Okay, so not an X.
No, not an X.
Not. Okay, next up, number 9, we have Panda Spin. Okay, let's read the tagline. Okay. Play cards to win tricks or lose tricks to get better cards into your hand.
Okay.
2 to 5 player game. So it's like a trick-taking game.
Trick-taking.
You're trying to be the first player to rid your hand of cards, collecting bamboo in the process to keep their pandas well fed. It looks like these cards have like the double like I think one time you're playing the one side of the cards and then like the cards flip, I think.
Okay.
Hence probably the name Panda Spin.
Panda Spin.
That's
Spin the
my
card.
guess.
Yeah, okay.
So there's a more detailed description. I don't really know all the mechanics of the game, but it's another trick taking type of game. What are your thoughts so far?
Let me see a couple pictures because the box cover looked a little goofy.
Yeah, I mean the cover isn't what I was thinking about. I was thinking about the gameplay mechanics.
Yeah, well, certainly like trick take. I really like trick taking stuff, and the spin has me curious.
Yeah, where it's like the cards have like dual purpose or
Yeah.
or different options.
Okay, I'd say the art's better than I thought.
The art does look kind of up your alley.
I think that covers. I'm not a fan of the
No,
crazy
yes,
panda cover.
I don't like the cover either.
But the rest of the art looks really good.
Okay, so.
So yeah, not an X.
Okay, all right. Next up,
She's doing all right so far.
I'm doing right.
So
I'm
that
doing
was
right.
that was 10 and 9.
Yeah. So now we are doing number 8.
Okay.
This one, I love the cover of this one. This is Iliad. Vie for the favor of the gods in the Trojan War struggle between Hector and Achilles. Do you like the way that cover looks? Box cover. It's a darker.
It's yeah. It's kind of hard to see, but I do like the war, like the Trojan War aspect kind of.
Yeah.
thing.
So you have this is Reiner Knizia. Is a famous designer. Okay.
Have I played any of his stuff? I've heard the name a bajillion times, but I don't know if I've played any of his stuff.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to go back and see games that he did. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. So this is a 2-player only game.
Okay.
That's up your alley. It kind of has this war type of vibe. Set collection, hand management. It's a tile placement strategy game for 2 players. But look at this. This looks up your alley. Let's see if we get this picture
looked like it's got like a grid-like board.
Yeah, grid-like board. Looks like it might. I don't know. It's giving. I don't know if it's like this. Maybe a little bit of tug of war feeling, but it definitely is giving abstract type of vibes. 2-player game with this cool like mythology war type of vibe.
So. Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Doesn't that seem kind of interesting?
Yeah, and how it finishes. I would say so far of the 3 that you have mentioned, I feel like your order is correct so far.
Oh.
Okay. In the ranking. So
Okay.
So this one I think because of the 2-player, because of the war aspect, the way that it appears, it calls me more than the others.
I'm doing really well.
So far. So far she's rocking.
Okay, so
that's number 7.
No, that was number
was
8. That
That's
is
8.
Iliad.
Going
Now,
on.
let's move on to number 7. Now, this is like a new version, spin-off of a game that we've actually recently played. And that we have. It's 2-player only game called General Orders. Cute little box. Very cute little box. This one is General Orders Sengoku Jidai. I don't know. But it's like a Japanese type of theme of this 2-player war game that we like. So vie for control of the battlefield as warlords in feudal Japan. So you liked General Orders, right?
I'm trying to remember General Orders.
It was that really small box.
I know what it looks like. I don't remember what's inside the box.
It was a small board, and you were placing out these little discs on these little hexes that let you take actions.
Man, I am drawing it.
Well,
I'm drawing quite the blank. So,
and I don't see any pictures for this. so I can't like remind you of the gist of the game.
You don't still have it somewhere?
No, it's
Way
in the
back
back
in
somewhere. But a two-player war-themed game from famous designers, Osprey Games.
Did I say I liked it?
I believe so.
Well, then if it's
And
like,
it's a Japan.
if it's
Japanese
like samurai
theme.
kind of theme,
which it is.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like you would probably like this one.
I feel like just because I can't remember regular general orders, I would switch this one and Iliad so far in the ranking.
That's not bad. Okay. All right, let's move on to number 6, I believe. And now we are going to go in the next game off of or after Project L.
I was gonna say when I saw the box, that was the first thing that jumped.
Yes, it has a similar look. So this is from Board Cubator. I guess is how you say the poster's name.
Did you say the name of the game?
It's Square One.
Square One.
So this is like another standalone follow-up game to Project L, which is a really cool polyomino puzzle game with amazing acrylic tiles.
Okay, so what's the puzzle here?
So I don't honestly really know. It says complete sequences with tactile pieces and unleash combos. So it looks like, okay, let's just read this. Fast-paced engine building strategy game. Easy to learn, hard to master mechanics. So tile placement. I don't really know. I mean, there's not really much information.
Do some photos.
All right, let's look at a couple pictures.
Looks very similar to Project L, and it's got the little individual puzzle things.
It's gonna have similarities. I just honestly don't know enough. There's not enough information, and we obviously don't have it.
It's.
So it looks like there's several actions, but somehow it's different. I don't know with the squares. I don't know.
It's got the same shapes on individual square tiles as Project One had, or Project L had, and so I don't know how that plays in.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Haven't tried it. There's not a whole lot of detailed information on the description of the page, so.
First look, partially because I just don't know, is I would say Project L I would like more than this, but again, that's because I just don't know.
I mean, Project L is like amazing, so I doubt this is better than Project L, but it's another in that line of games which you have liked.
All right,
so I don't know.
So because of the lack of info, I'm putting this one back at number 10.
Oh, this is dropping to the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to number 5. And this one is called Power Vacuum. I don't really know much about this game, but let's read the tagline, okay? Win and lose tricks to manipulate opponents and achieve your agenda.
I think you knew the tagline would get my information. Would get my.
There you go. That
interest.
tagline is him.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
He loves mind games and trick-taking games, so this seems like this might be right up his alley.
Yeah.
So let's see. It's a 1 to 5 player game. It's talking about political, humorous, spies, secret agents,
Gosh, there's a lot of stuff you're speaking
hand
to.
management. And I wonder if this might should have bumped up a little bit. But I don't know what the twist is with this trick-taking game. Let's just read a couple lines here. Power Vacuum is not about winning every trick, but choosing the right card at the right time to engineer the rise or fall of your opponents in the short term so that you can profit the most in the long term. Each card's suit is visible on the back side, reducing the need to count your opponent's cards. But watch out for spies. It just sounds interesting. I feel like the art style you might also vibe with. It just has like this
hard to tell.
Older look. I think it's supposed to be like humorous and
kind of silly.
Silly. Yeah, I honestly don't even really know much about this game. Yeah, it just seems like it's a silly, humorous.
The art is it's strange if you guys can't see this, but the art is goofy, so I kind of like that. I wouldn't say that's the first thing that makes me want to,
Yeah, but I think the gameplay it sounds like it might be right up your alley.
Gameplay's definitely got my interest, so Where does that fall right now? I would probably put it right behind Iliad. I still
Wow.
think Iliad's
Iliad.
at the top at the moment for me.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Ready for number 4?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm getting excited for because I think you'll be really excited about some of these. Number 4. Drum roll. Quiet. Don't wake the baby. Shh. All right. Is the next follow up to Hadrian's Wall.
Okay. All right. What you got?
All right. So it's the same designer, same publisher. It's called The Anarchy. The loyal allies of Stephen's siege against Empress Matilda's rebellion. I don't really know anything about the theme, but it's like the next crunchy roll and write. It's a follow-up from Hadrian's Wall, which I know you love. And so I thought that you would probably definitely want to try this one.
Yeah. That because I don't know if crunchy rolling rights are becoming like potentially my top
It's gotta be.
mechanism
No,
for me.
I think it is. Well, I think trick taking
Trick taking,
is
but
becoming-
but this is close. We just don't have as much of it, I guess. And so, like Hadrian's Wall and Twilight Inscription, those crunchy roll and write type games really get my
See?
attention.
It's
It
more.
looks a lot like Hadrian's
Yeah,
Wall.
you got a lot more,
So, yeah.
goodies and chaining. We need to play Hadrian's Wall again.
So yeah, we do.
It's been a while.
So far, this one's at the top.
Yeah.
This one beats Iliad.
I thought so. I thought this would for sure. I mean, the follow up to Hadrian's Wall. You love it.
Yeah.
Is that a top 10 game for you? Was it in the past?
It might have been. If it's not, it's probably top 15.
It's for sure top 20.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. Well, this one might get even better. You know, now I'm wondering about, I don't know, about my top 2. 'Cause I'm wondering if these might have been the top 2. We'll see. Okay. All right. So number 3, I put down, it is load. Oh, come on, internet. Great Western Trail, El Paso.
Okay.
This is a new version coming out that's supposed to be a little more streamlined and shorter.
Half the playing time. Okay.
So get your finest cattle to the market in half the playing time.
Yeah. Okay. So if y'all don't know, Great Western Trail was, I think it was right on the edge of my top 10. It was like 11 or 12
or something.
And that's being a longer game-ish. So if you cut that in half, I'm pretty curious as to what that would do to the Great Western Trail brand for me, moving it up or whatever. So
Great Western Trail divide by 2.
Curious.
So and it looks like a smaller footprint too, maybe.
Curious.
But I mean, it still looks very similar. It's got the same type of vibes.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious to see if you like this one better.
I think just kind of looking at everything right now, I would still put that one behind Iliad. Right now.
Oh, this one behind Iliad?
Yep.
Wow.
For some reason, Iliad's jumping out at me.
Wow.
The 2-player war thing, I guess it's.
Wow. That's surprising. I thought he would like it, but not that much. Interesting. Okay. All right. So that is number 3, Great Western Trail, El Paso. All right. Number 2. Now this one was the one that was on my list. It was my number 1.
And you're putting it at number 2 for me. You think we're both gonna like it that much?
Potentially, yeah. You know why?
Is it Dice Throne?
No.
What is it?
It is a crunchy, like, flip and right, roll and right type of thing.
Okay.
We backed this one.
Oh, we did.
It's from Ivy Studios, who did Moonrakers, and
Okay.
it is that big epic box of gloriousness called Tend.
Tend.
Remember?
You mentioned it.
I showed you the
Remind me.
project.
You mentioned it. Remind me.
And you were also interested in it. So the tagline is farm, explore, and fish on a cozy alien world. But if you remember, there's like a lot of different it's like a flip and write type of thing. flip and right game where players are each building up their own farm and collecting the greatest selection of goods, but it also has simultaneous action selection. So yes, some simultaneous stuff, chaining, you're marking off things. There's even some scratch off stuff, like these really upgraded markers, and we got the deluxe version. This is from Ivy Studios, who has put out amazing productions.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'll.
It's supposed to be a little crunchy-ish.
I mean, you're talking about crunchy, rolling right, flipping right type of thing. So, I mean, that's what we just talked about with the Anarchy one. Is that what it was called? Mm-hmm. Anarchy? And that is potentially becoming one of my favorite mechanisms. And then she mentioned the chaining. This one looks, in my opinion, prettier than the Anarchy.
Oh, for sure, a million times. This is like gorgeous.
And
it is vibrant colors. Let me show you a couple pictures, because there's like several different sheets and different things, and it's just gorgeous looking. I am like super excited about this. This was my number one, but see how it's gorgeous to look at. There's different things you're doing. I don't know all the ins and outs, but like you can go fishing. There's like scratch off stuff. What do you think?
I don't know. I'd say it's. Let's go like the slightest little percentage point ahead of Anarchy.
Okay, so it's still pretty close, yeah.
So you're on with that one.
Okay,
So what's number one?
Any guesses?
I have no. I don't know. I don't know games coming out.
I've actually mentioned this one to you.
You know how many games you've mentioned to me?
No, but what? Okay, fine.
And how many I actually remember?
Okay, all right. This is an abstract strategy game that you really enjoy. It's very well known. Now they come out with a dual version of it.
I have no idea.
Azul Duel.
Azul Duel. Okay.
Yes. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that one to you.
Yeah.
I mentioned that there were like a lot. It's like right now what's in is creating duel games apparently. Azul Duel. Decorate a palace ceiling after creating your own pattern. So it's a 2-player only game. Set collection, pattern building, tile placement, some similarities. I don't know what the main differences are. I feel like I've heard a few people talk about how they still really like this one. I feel like it's getting mixed opinions.
Okay.
But you love Azul. You love 2-player only versions of games. And yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
First thought is
I failed.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I would say that it's gotta have the Azul feel, but there needs to be something different.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's going to be something different. This looks different right there.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, so that looks different.
It's going to have some differences because it's a different game.
So I would say
not your number one.
I don't think it's one.
Okay.
I would put it behind the other two, Tend and Anarchy.
So it sounds
like it at 3.
So what would have been your number one then?
Tend.
Tend?
Yeah.
Oh wow! So we would have had a crossover with our number one.
What do you know?
Wow. Well, okay. So that is your maybe top 10 anticipated games.
Maybe.
Did I do a good job? What do you think about the lists I've created for you?
I don't know what else is out there, and I'm not gonna go look. So I think you did fantastic. Because there wasn't any of them on there that I said, like, no.
Yeah, the biggest surprise was obviously that Iliad game.
That one went up higher than you. You put that at what, 9 or 8?
Something like that.
I think that was the second one you did. So that was like number 9, and it moved all the way up to like 4.
Yeah, it does. The more I look at it, it really does.
Somebody tracked me on that. Did it get to 4? I
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it definitely looks up your alley. We definitely need to try that one.
Yeah.
And it's by Reiner Knizia too. So
cool stuff.
Okay, so I guess I didn't fail. I guess I did a decent job of creating your top 10 anticipated games for 2025.
You curate all of my gameplay anyway, so I'm sure it's going to be perfect. And by curate my gameplay, I mean she introduces me to every game that I end up playing, and generally she's pretty good at figuring things out for me, so I have a feeling that this will be no different.
Well, hope so. Hopefully we can get some of these tried. I don't know how many of these we'll be able to, acquire, or maybe we can get a few review copies. We'll have to wait and see, but definitely I'd like to try a lot of these on your list as well. Maybe not like the power vacuum, like where it's like
The trick-taking
manipulating
mind game.
and trick-taking mind.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Trick-taking mind games? Yeah, you're not going to like that. That's going to be one of those where you're like you're reluctantly going to play it with me just because you want me to play something.
I am. I'm going to be stressed out. Well, anyway, guys, that wraps up this list. Do let us know if you think there are any other games that I might have overlooked that you think Justin might like based off of your knowledge of his types of games he likes.
Hit me with it.
And which games out of this list interest you, do let us know in the comments below. And of course, subscribe to help out our channel. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Adios!